get out for a little bit just before vacation still. Leaving tomorrow, but so far I get a couple Wheaties, modern, more modern young Elizabeth pennies. I'm in the area that I got it's 60s dime before. Otherwise the grant was reworked, so things are slightly deeper here. There's something interesting there. The signal was a little choppy, so I'm not too sure about that. Let's see. It is probably not silver. Yeah, it looks like a junker. Oh, there's a piece to it. It's an earring. Okay, I'm gonna clean it up and show it to you guys. Alright, I went to an area of mine that I hunted pretty hard already. It's a small area. Decided to change the scenery. Haven't been here in a while. So far I just got 2 George pennies and a nickel. Was digging all kinds of crazy signals. Getting a little bit frustrated. I moved a little bit to a spot that I did not hit real hard. And I was expecting here a 70s penny, but that does not look like 70s penny. It looks like a silver dime right here. I think it's more, yeah, it's Elizabeth. Oh, I could leave it like this with a clamp. Cool. Alright, I'll see you on the next. Well, let me check the year. Okay, I think it's 60. It's in the 60s. I'm not sure exactly which one, but it's 60s. Nice. Good to get on board with silver. See you on the next. Okay, I've been I haven't been turning my camera on because I've been hunting. There's been a lot of people around on the benches, so I didn't want to pull my camera out, so I sneaked out quietly with some really good finds here. I got this George the 5th penny, 1931. There's a bunch of wheats, George the 6th. I got this George the 6th dime. It's 1950, I believe. 1960 nickel. There is a 1919 wheat over there, and this nice silver bracelet, Jewish bracelet. This was a great find. And now I got a second coin, 3rd silver of the day, another dime, and this sounds a little bit weird. The signal was not like silver. I did not expect silver unless there's a couple things there, so I'm just gonna recheck the hull. Nice condition too. Let's see which year it is. Can't really tell. I think it's 64. Alright, I'll see you on the next. Alright guys, I'm out with Simon and Sam.
Hi.
Got 2 guys from Quebec near Montreal. They're here for a road trip. and they're traveling around Quebec and Ontario this week to do a little metal detecting. So I brought them to one of the parks that I know, and hopefully we can get something here. So let's get digging. All right, I'm with Sam and Simon, and we decided to switch the place. I took them to one of my favorite spots, and Sam's just hit something really nice in the woods. Can you show it to us? All right, so it looks like 1964 nickel and 1960 quarter. Congrats, buddy. Really
Thanks.
nice hit. All right, I'll see you on the next. All right, I'm in the woods with Mike Silverindahole. So far, not really too well. I got this hammer, pretty much was sticking out of the dirt. Got a couple Lincoln pennies, and that's the first George penny. I don't think I can see the year very well on this one. 50, I think. All right, not much time left, so hopefully I can get something. See you on the next. All right, I'm out this morning with Digging Canada Mike, and he just got the 67 dime, and he got George V penny. I'm trying to get on board, but so far I'm getting this looks like an old clock winder. Cool. That's goes on my bucket list. See you on the next. Alright, I got this signal. It was very choppy, but there is a lot of garbage around. There was garbage there, so could have been getting a lot of interference, but somewhere in the middle it was like a 61, 64, 65, so I figured I'm gonna dig it. Am I about to be rewarded? Let's see. It looks kind of like it could be silver ring. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a nice one too. Finally a ring to fit my wife. She'll be happy with that one. It's a wire, pleated wire type of ring. I don't see any markings on it yet. Mike, can you check? Hold on there with me. Oh, I just spotted something. Penny here too. Okay, just a modern one.
Yeah, I don't see any markings yet. It's definitely silver.
Alright, it's definitely silver, Mike says, and I agree definitely. So that's cool. On board with silver. I'll see you on the next. Alright, I just dug out this zinky sending signal. It was right on the surface. Almost. Very tiny little piece. But I think it says 925 on it. I can't focus very well, but it appears to be silver. There's a stamp on it. I think it says 925. Alright. I'll see you on the next. Alright, I'm at one of the older parks in Toronto I hit before. So far just a Weedy and George penny. But here I got a little choppy, mid-tony kind of signal. I got this is George V penny, 1933. Cool. I'll keep digging. Okay, now this is a bit interesting. Looked like a piece of junk, but it sounded pretty good. I'm not sure if I'm gonna catch that well. I think it's flattened silver. Somebody put on the tracks. That might actually be a Vicky fish scale. Not sure, but I'll take a better look at it at home. Yeah, I think it's a flattened Vicky coin. That is cool. I think that might be my first Vicky coin. I could be wrong, but could be young Elizabeth, but yeah, I see that reef there. I'm gonna clean it later at home and take a look at it. Alright, I'll see you on the next. Alright, just got a bit of a spill here, a weird one. I did the modern American Monticello nickel, a George penny, and a nice 1947 George V nickel. I'll keep digging this spot. Alright, I had a couple hours. I was gonna detect with Mike Digging Canada, but didn't have enough time to making a real hunt, so I got had maybe 2 hours, so I figure I'll hit one of my favorite parks. So far I got some 60s pennies on right off the get-go on the strip by the street that I parked, and couple George pennies, 1948 thing, one nickel, couple quarters, modern quarters. I got this signal that was really like a bottle cap, but it was fairly deep. It was way down there in the hole, about 6 inches probably. Looks like silver. I think it might be older too. Let's see. Gently. No, it's not older, but it is silver. I think it's George, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna rub it anymore. It's in fairly decent condition. We can get the year. Okay, can't really see it. 1945, I think, or 48. Alright, see you on the next. Alright, so I got one dime right there. In fact, I got the dime here near the tree last time I was here, and I got another. What happened in the other hole, actually there was a piece of nail as well. That's why I got a little mask signal, and looks like another one, just very similar. It's turning out to be a good, nice short hunt. Okay, I suspect it's another Georgie. Yes, it is. Another decent condition. Okay, I'll check the date later. I don't want to rub it anymore. Alright, see you on the next. No way. 3 silvers in less than well, I got here at slightly after 1. It's about 2:30, so an hour and a half. I bet it's another Georgie. Looks like a nice hot spot. Oh yeah. Cool. Alright, time for a wrap up of those several shorter hunts. Lots of stuff here. Alright, so I did go out. Most of the hunts were basically an hour to 2 hours. A couple of longer ones when I slightly longer ones with where I went out with I did a lot of going out with others. I went out with Mike Diggin Canada. I did go out with Silverindahole Mike as well. We hunted the woods. Didn't get much there. I think I got one George VI penny. I got this big hammer there too. Okay, so but that was fun hunt. Still, I learned that there's stuff hiding in the woods, which I haven't been hitting much. Now I went out with Bruce, the Cottage Country Bruce. Also, the results were poor. We hit a park up in the Cottage Country where I've been to before, when I actually met him there before, and all I got is 1925 wheat. He actually got I think 1903 dime right after I left. And I went out with there were a couple guys from the Instagram that I met through Instagram, Quebec Detection, Sam and Simon. Go check them out on Instagram. And they were visiting Toronto, so I showed them around to a couple parks. And the rest of the hunts were on my own, which I generally actually did better. I seemed to do better on my own in general. Maybe except for the hunt I did with Mike that I found some silver. Okay, so to the finds we go. A lot of dog tags. 5 dog tags. This one I thought it was old, but the phone number on it, I think it's a dog tag. The phone number is 647, and I think that's a newer area code in Toronto. So, but it looked kind of cool digging it out. I thought it might have been some old coin. Not really much in terms of relics. This buckle, probably a watch buckle, but has a nice patina, and I got that on a hunt with Mike Diggin Canada Mike. I also got this, probably toy winder, when I went out with him. I think that was at the same spot. This is I think this is from a camera, old-fashioned camera, part of a watch. There's a couple big chunks of lead, well, 3 big chunks of lead. This is actually a drapery weight. A lot of keys. I've been digging more of these signals, I guess, and I think I broke a record here on keys. Nothing particularly interesting. One GM key. This DL key looks slightly older. This thing, I'm not sure if it's a key or whatever it is. But a junk earring, couple buttons. This one I got today at my old spot. That was pretty deep. That was like 8 inches to 9 inches deep. This one's more copper. This one was interesting. Has a nice pattern. I don't think it's gonna be very visible here, but it looks iron back, so probably not too old. A couple working lighters. I think that's pretty much for known coin finds. When I was out with Mike digging Canada, I got a lot of glass. Not really marbles, just decorative glass. I like to pick that out. Got a little wooden, whatever, babushka. On the hunt with Silverindahole, I found probably 4 of these. There's still somewhere. Yeah, that's probably it. Been digging more pennies recently again, but a lot of porks that I dig, it's not really evenly spaced out on the depth, the good coins, so some spots you just got to dig it all. Alright, clad. Got 830 in clad total from all those different hands. 30 cents US. Got a whole bunch of 50s and 60s pennies. How many? 15, 16, 18, couple 67s. And the good stuff. Georges, I did not put dates on them. Forgot to put the dates before the video on them. But I got quite a bunch of Georges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 19 George VI pennies. Mostly from the 40s. Well, I don't think I have any 30s here. Wheaties, there were some older Wheaties. Got 46, 56, 19, 44, and 35, and 25 that I mentioned. One did not, could not read the date. I did get a few nickels. Got the 1960 Young Elizabeth nickel. I do like getting those nickels. I did get 1947 King George VI nickel, and that was a spill, I think, with this 1946 Monticello library nickel. Missed war silver here by a little bit. Older pre-war coppers, got 2 King George V pennies, 1931 and 1933. And silvers, 10 silvers total. on those hands. Actually, probably I got the silvers on, I mean, this was today on a shorthand. I was actually gonna go out with Mike Digging Canada, but I couldn't make it for the whole day, and I managed to find 2 hours, so I hit one of my old spots and dug a lot of deeper ether signals, and I wound up with 3 of these. They all sounded like a little bit on a bottle cap scale, part of the scale. So 1946, couple 1946s and 1948. I got I think 2 of these were at the same park, and I think 1950 was and one of these was at the same park, and another one at another spot. So 6 dimes total. I got that sterling sterling ring on a hand with Mike Digging Canada. That was pretty cool. It's a nice stone. It rang fairly low. I managed to dig it out from in between couple bottle caps. After Mike left that hand, I got the tiny little piece of 9 to 5, and this probably the best find was this Jewish religious bracelet. It's marked with hallmarks, very tiny hallmarks. And on the hand the other day, I had a couple hours, so I hit one of the downtown parks I've been to before, and managed to get this, my first 1800s Vicky coin. Unfortunately, it's in a sad state. It was basically flattened on rail tracks. It is a fish scale. I can clearly see that it's not going to focus here well enough. Let's see the other side. You can see the face here, but on the other side I can, there it is, that's actually a little better. You can see, well, maybe you can, but it says 5 cents, and the years 1 and 8 is well visible very well. The last digit, I thought it was 7, so I wrote here 18?7, but I actually think it might be 1892. So that's not bad. 10 silvers for smaller silvers for a few shorter hands. Might hit one of the older spots downtown that produced for me before tomorrow, and for a couple hours as well, so hopefully I get something there. And thank you for watching. Good luck, happy hunting. Thanks for press that like button if you do like the video, and thanks for subscribing, and have a good night or good day. Thanks.